did develop a model for flourishing, where the model is an acorn to oak tree model. And so if a person wants to flourish, everybody's acorn is you could call it any seed, but every acorn has its own uniqueness. And so, like, I know, Mike, you're a little bit taller than me. I'm probably not going to be in the NBA. So my flourishing oak tree is maybe not the same height as your flourishing oak tree, but it might have different breadth. So we all have a fullness of ourselves. And we look at both the sun being the purpose, that systems have purpose and people have purpose. And then we look at environmental conditions. And so that's where I want to focus some of what you were talking about. The environmental conditions are what we call the soil. So an acorn kind of sits in the soil, it germinates. It has to have a system. It has to have the nutrients inside the soil for it to grow. So how do you create deliberate structures, deliberate culture, deliberate ways of enhancing the ability for people to flourish? The second one is water. Water is the connection between people. So it kind of fits in between, if you put water in sand, it kind of goes in between or in rocks and it fills up the space. Deep connection allows people to connect with each other and allows people to work together on helping each other flourish. And then finally, air. If you think of an oak tree, right? An oak tree has carbon dioxide it takes in. You can't see it. It's kind of like, it's kind of invisible, but it turns into the carbon of the tree itself and makes it itself. We think of embodied learning being the same thing. I can go read a bunch of books and I can talk really well, but if I don't take that into action by embodying my learning, I don't become a new me. So embodied learning becomes the carbon that kind of builds into who I am as Jason. So when we work with people in the community, we're really working on designing those structures. So in a business or in an organization, you can design structures for an outcome. Same way you can do it for belonging, for flourishing, for that. So we do that both in the community as well as we've done it with other models to help people become exceptional within organizations.